Hello, hello. I made myself a new sweater, but this here is a template sweater and it's very sexy. I know a lot of people find me horrible. Just click on subscribe. But I think this is important. It's an important trip I'm on, and even if people think, oh, well, this is, how can I listen to her, or, you know. It's still important because and you know what? I'm gonna embrace myself no matter what, no matter how fat I get, no matter how old, no matter how many fat rolls or jelly or bags or wrinkles or crow feet or whatever, or neck jitter or whatever it is. I am on the trip psychologically. No. I'm on the trip to love myself, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters right now for me. I've been waiting for this for many years, many, many, many decades. Okay, I've been waiting for this development to finally arrive, to evolve, out of years and years and years of thinking that I need to hide myself and I need to be ashamed of myself or whatever. So, I mean, I'm still not brave enough as so many other people are out there, who are going for it and who are brazen and nervy and uh, who are completely in the realm of of vanity. So there are some people out there, and I don't blame them. That's where they are. However, my upbringing was so um, puritanical in a way, and it does come from the religion. It does have its roots in the religion, believe it or not, in the Lutheran. Martin Luther, the monk Martin Luther from 1300 or something. I forgot exactly which year, which century, 1300, 1400, something like this. Uh, like at the around the same age as Joan of Arc, and Meister Eckhart. those sporadic people on planet Earth at that time who were archangel quality, and who came down here with a sword of thunder, but didn't seem to have too much of an educational value. But I mean, it affected a few people and it got something rolling, and it's better than nothing. So yeah, everything is it's all a slow process. But Martin Luther was not among the archangels. Quite the opposite. He had the soul of someone who would normally, if they would be honest, they would incarnate into a cockroach. Sorry to say it, but that's what it was. But it's those cockroach souls, when they come into a human existence, that the masses will believe them the most. And the reason why is because most are still in that baby stage of soul development. So they will relate most to someone like Martin Luther or George W. Bush, or Ted Nugent, as a matter of fact. And because that's where they feel at home. That's where they feel like, okay, that's one of us. Yeah, that's what I hear the Republicans say a lot. So yeah, this is my view on it in terms of the beyond realms, and what I want to say is that people are stuck in a prison psychologically. And I'm listening a lot at night to my great teachers. Among them is the writer David Foster Wallace. Super amazing person he was. What an unfortunate existence that he lived with mental illness. And it's it's the same mental illness that I can relate. Can I just give me a second, please? It's the same mental illness I can relate to because it's this fear of what are other people gonna think. It manifests itself in terms of almost like a voice in the back of the head. In very schizophrenic people, this one, and I don't know where to draw the line. It's like these are just attempts of psychiatry to put a name to those things and to label someone and then cast them away forever onto the island of schizophrenia or something, which does not really apply if we at all if we look at it from a different angle, from the philosophical angle, as Jiddu Krishnamurti and the Davids do, two other Davids. So there's a lot of Davids out there. So David Foster Wallace, who was my generation, he committed suicide in 2008 at, I think, age 46. It was extremely unfortunate, extremely, extremely sad for all of his friends and fans to see that, because he was such a treasure. His his books were a treasure to everyone who could relate to him, who could relate to that social loneliness, in this vast desolateness of baby souls that we live in. So for anyone, any star child and sensitive person out there, he was the light. He was the refreshing message that said, you can do it. I am here. I am. Okay, 1 second.